What does the future hold for the Power spin-offs if the network is having some major financial changes right now? Most importantly, this could mean... Hey everyone, Just Be here, and I want to get right into these articles that just came out over the weekend about Starz. Reportedly, they are undergoing some major changes at the network financially and operationally that really could affect the Power spin-offs and all of the other shows that they have on the network as well. So let's take a deeper look into this and see what's going on. So this news came out on Friday at around 12 o'clock that Starz is laying off more than 10% of its staff and it's exiting the UK productions and Australia productions because it's separating from its parent company, Lionsgate. And that's a pretty big deal. That was also an article reported by Deadline in September. And the CEO, Jeff Hirsch, was saying how he was excited for the split because of the investors saw it hard to get their head around being under another company. Variety reports, as Starz prepares to separate from parent company Lionsgate in 2024, it will reduce its staff of roughly 670 employees by more than 10%. That means about roughly 67 to 70 people. Starz will also cease business operations in both the UK and Australia. This follows the cable and streaming company's recent exit from Latin America, as announced in a Lionsgate August earnings call. At the time, the move was described as a strategic decision to focus on the US, UK, and Canada. The news of the layoffs and withdrawal came in a memo sent to staffers by Starz CEO Jeffrey Hirsch on Friday, followed by a company-wide town hall meeting. Wow, so these guys found out that they were losing their jobs just Friday. We are making these changes to align with our organization with the growth areas of the business and to prepare for our next chapter as a standalone company. So, guys, Starz, obviously the network that airs Power, Book 2, Book 3, Book 4, BMF, all of these shows, they are losing or separating themselves from their bigger production company. So that's almost as if, you know, the CW was leaving Warner Brothers, or if Marvel was leaving Disney, for instance. So they're leaving their parent company, which means that they won't have the financial backing that they used to for big productions and whatnot. So that means that's why the CEO is saying they're going to be cutting productions in Australia and the UK for now. I mean, and that's big because a lot of the content on Starz isn't just Power. I mean, a lot of that's produced in these, you know, in Europe, in the UK, and Australia as well. Going back to the Deadline article in September of this year, where the CEO also said, I don't think that the Starz story is as clear as it could be because we're a part of a bigger company, as they look to license more content or otherwise pull back on spending. Here's the part we need to be listening to the most, right? You can do newer shows versus older season shows. In the arc of shows, when you go from season 3 to season 4, most of the talent gets big raises. So there's a big cost spike there. So what does that mean for Power and all of their spin-offs and BMF and stuff like that, right? BMF is going into season 3. Ghost is going into season 4. So that means Michael Rainey Jr., Gianni, and everyone, they're all getting big pay raises on top of what they were already being paid. So Mary J. Blige, Method Man, all of these guys are getting big, huge pay raises in season 4. Now, season 4 had already been shooting for Book 2 Ghost, and they had a few more episodes left to complete, but obviously the actor strike has been ongoing since July, and even before that, the writer strike was going on a few months in advance before that as well. Those shows have been on production hiatus since then. We know Raising Kanan is coming out in a couple of weeks, but that's more than likely because they completed filming that before this stuff happened. The biggest thing, guys, we need to be worried about here is the CEO saying that they want to cut back on spending. They're losing a big production budget, which comes from their parent company. So if you're splitting from your parent company and you're only relying on what you presently have from your existing investors that help fund Starz, like in order to attain a 20% profit margin in 2 years, you have to cut back a lot of stuff. So whatever is not working right now that you had the extra money to do when you guys were under Lionsgate and whatever, they don't have that anymore. right? They're going to have to rely on all the income that's coming in from all of their different distribution channels. And you guys subscribing and staying subscribed 2 stars is also very important, so that it doesn't come to a point where, listen, Power gets canceled. We don't want Power to get canceled. We don't want Book 2. We don't want Force. We don't want Raising Kanan, BMF. We don't want these shows to get canceled because we enjoy them. But I think what we need to expect is that these shows are going to undergo a significant cut very soon. Now, we know as the fans that the Power Universe spin-offs are carrying the network at this stage. I mean, most of the people who subscribe 2 stars probably subscribe to them just to watch these shows. Here's a very important thing I want to bring up as well. Raising Kanan got renewed for their season 3 ahead of its 2nd season premiering. Season 4 of Ghost got approved to be renewed ahead of season 3 premiering. Force has yet to be renewed for season 3. So the reality is that we might not see a season 3 of Force until 2025 if it gets renewed. Hopefully it does, because it's a very great show and it's been doing very well. But the production time is very, very long usually for these shows. They would have been filming season 2 at least early to mid 2022. So what we're watching right now, they filmed last year, like mid last year. And so in order for us to see season 3 now, first off, the actors' strike has to end, and we don't know when that's going to end. Hopefully it resolves itself within the next couple of days, which is some of the chatter that's happening online. But if it doesn't, I mean, don't expect Tommy to come back until 2025 if they decide to bring it back. And the second thing is, Raising Kanan, if it gets a 4th season, is going to be increasing its production budget, because now it has to give all of its stars raises. And if Force gets a season 3 and eventually gets a season 4, they're also going to have to increase the budget on that show as well by giving all of their actors raises as well. The problem is, it's difficult to keep on doing that, having all of these shows. Yes, they're carrying the network, but I do think we need to make sure that we keep an eye on the story, because I think they're probably looking for a reason to, like they already said, cut back on spending and production. And we don't want that to happen, because we love these shows, man. You know, we love the stories that are being told. We love the cast, just being a part of this whole Power universe, right? And, you know, BMF it's its own thing, but I also love that show as well. I know a lot of you guys do too, and you told me about it inside the comments. So, I mean, let's see what happens with this, guys. I want to keep an eye on it. Hold on real quickly. You guys want to see something crazy? Over 99% of you guys that watch my content are not subscribed. So I'm asking real quickly, if you don't mind, just hit the like button and hit subscribe real quickly. I'd love to keep on giving this content to you guys, and lets me know that people actually are interested. Feel free to do that, man. Really appreciate it a lot. Would help me out a long way in growing my small channel. Thanks. Now back to the video. I feel sorry for all those people who lost their jobs, who got told about it on Friday, who were working at Stars, and now with them also losing a big chunk of their funding. Yeah, they have a lot of tough decisions to make ahead of them that could very much impact. We can do our part by making sure that we stay subscribed to Stars, not just when they're showing our shows, but even when our shows are on break, let's stay subscribed to them. I know there are some of you who, whenever any of the spin-offs are on break, you just unsubscribe and then come back when you guys see a trailer is dropped and it's premiered again. But maybe our part can just be, as fans, that we just stay subscribed to Stars all year long, and hopes that shows them that, listen, we don't want our shows to go away anytime soon. Keep giving us more and more and more of this. So just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention. Let me know what you think about this inside the comments. If you think it's a possibility that this is something to be worried about. If you guys think that I'm just being a little bit fearful, I don't know. But until next time, guys, peace.